Hey everybody out there, this is Seto Kaiba from your Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat channel. And today guys, I'm going to profile for you guys an old school deck that I used to play back in the day. This is a very old school deck from I believe it's 2004 or 2005. This is a deck I used to run back in the day. You may ask, how do I know these deck lists? Pretty much I used to keep a journal of all the decks I ever made, pretty much a list of all the cards, so I know what's in the deck and stuff like that. But this is pretty much an old version of a clown deck. Yes, clowns are an archetype, and I used to run a clown type deck. This was a very fun deck. Pretty much the premise of this deck was, okay, you would, if they summoned two monsters, you would get Lava Golem out. Then you would activate Limit Level B or Gravity Bound because both were at 3 at the time. Later on, Limit Level B went down to 1. It's restricted to 1, but at this time it wasn't. And this deck I built, I think, around 2004, 2005. But pretty much Limit Level B was at 3. You would get your Lava Golem out, and you just sit on that as it burned. And then if you got Magical Reflector, you could either use Magical Reflector, kind of like a counter so the card couldn't be destroyed on Limit Level B, or on Wave Motion Cannon. And you just sit there as Wave Motion Cannon, keeps gaining counters, 1,000, damage you could do to your opponent each turn until you get like around 800 or so after a Lava Golem or Stealth Bird had knocked them down a couple of pegs. And then you just activate Wave Motion Cannon and go for game from there. So the deck actually worked out very well. It was a very fun deck to play. It was it was kind of more of a stall, I guess a stall burn type deck. It kind of stalled and just burned your opponent out in different ways. It's actually just a very fun deck to play. So let's go over the deck, guys, so you know how this deck used to be played. 3 Class Clown, 3 Dream Clown, 3 Matter the Zapper. This was one of my favorite cards back in the day. 3 Stealth Birds. This card I think was brand new at the time. 2 Lava Golem, 1 Pot, 1 Card Destruction, 1 Premature Burial, 1 Space Typhoon because Mystical Space Typhoon was at 1 at the time, 1 Nobleman of Crossout. This card was great back in the day because it stopped flip summoning effect monsters' effects from going off. 2 Hammer Shots. This was a great card back then. 2 Axe of Despair. You could equip this to Magical Zapper and go boom boom, have a monster that can attack twice. 2 Magical Reflector, like I said before, you would use on Limit Level B or preferably on Wave Motion Cannon, so it couldn't be destroyed, and you could just, accumulate points till your opponent would be dead. 3 Limit Level B for stalling, 3 Wave Motion Cannons, 3 Gravity Bind just for extra measure, 2 Wabukus, 2 Magical Jammers, and 2 Almagin Trio, just for burn. But yeah, that's the deck in a nutshell. It just was a burn. It was kind of, I guess, an early burn type deck back in the day. It was a burn stall type deck. It was just a very fun deck to play, and with some modifications now and updates, this deck probably could still be played, I think, to some extent. But it's just a fun deck, so you can look back in the day and see how the old days used to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When actually, you have games go for 15, usually 15 turns or 15 to 20 turns, if you were playing a stall burn type deck. But this is just a fun deck I want to show you guys. Hope you guys enjoy this deck. It's an old clown deck. But take care, everybody. Till next time, Seto Kaiba. I'm out of here, guys.